I heard this sentence on a webinar once and it absolutely blew my mind. Sadly, I can't remember the lady's name that said it. It was so long ago, and I would absolutely credit her if I could remember, but I can't. But I want you to go and get a pen and listen to this because I think it will blow your mind. Plan for the time that you have, not the time you wish you had. I'm going to say that again. Plan for the time that you have, not the time you wish you had. How true is that? Because so often we think we can fit so many things into our day, and actually we can't. So we have to plan for the time that we actually do have. Welcome to the She Loves to Plan third episode, and today we are talking about one of my favourite subjects, time. This is the She Loves to Plan podcast, the podcast for the time-poor entrepreneur, the business owner spinning too many plates, and the business mum who wants to feel more successful, more accomplished, and more organised, all whilst building a profitable business. I'm Monique Svensson, founder of Perfect Planner Company and planning enthusiast, and I'm going to be sharing with you my planning hacks, goal-setting strategies, time management tips and tricks, and secrets to success. Every goal needs a plan, and I'm here to help you. Time is the most precious thing we have, and I'm going to show you how to get more of it in your busy life. No more winging it, no more feeling unaccomplished. Let's get planning, let's smash our goals, and let's build the business of our dreams, because she loves to plan. Hello and welcome again to the She Loves to Plan. We are talking time today, and I love this subject because, as I mentioned at the beginning there, we always try to cram in way more than we actually can do. We have 168 hours in a week, which seems like loads, but once you take off sleep, eating and all the other things that we do, we find that actually we're not left with that much, and we try to fit so much into our daily lives. That's what we do. So today we're going to be doing a small exercise that will actually really help you to see just how much time you actually do have for yourself, especially in business. If we're running a business, there are so many different things that we have to do. Let's not forget, if you're quite new in business, you are probably right now the PR person, the accounts person, the cook, the chief. You are probably doing all your social media. You're probably doing your marketing, emails, admin, you name it, you're doing it all. And we cannot always fit it all in. We think that we can juggle so much. Plus, of course, we want to be actually doing something that pushes our business forward in some way or other. So we have to really get organised and get strategic with the amount of time that we actually do have. So this is something that I always do with the audience that I have in my Facebook group and for people that buy our planners. So our business planners have on the back page, we've got this weekly overview. Quite often people will say to me, Monique, I don't really understand. What is this? How does this actually differ from what we have within the diary pages of the planner? But the thing is that is special about this weekly planner, it really, really helps you to drill down how much time you might have. So what I get people to do is to look at an overview of a week. So if you've got a piece of paper right now, or you could just download something off the internet, a weekly schedule, or if you do have our planner, then open it up, and on that back page, you will see a weekly overview. Now, there's certain things in there that you're going to have to mark out. I want you to mark out anything in your week that is non-negotiable. What is it that you have to do? It's non-negotiable. Those things probably are sleeping. We need to eat. If you're a mum, you've probably got other things to do, mum duties. You might be doing the school run every day. Now, some people might also have their business as a bit of a side hustle and they actually go out to work as well. So you might have a day job. So if you do, you've got to mark that out as well, because you can't be working your business. You can't be working towards those bigger goals if your time is taken up elsewhere. Because we all say, we all said it before, oh, I'm a chief multitasker. I can do a million things at once. But actually, the fact of the matter is, we can't do a million things at once, because if you're concentrating on one thing, you cannot give the other thing your full attention. We're just not wired that way. We cannot do two things at once. If we're eyeballing something else, we will not be able to give it its best, that other thing. So where people do say, oh yeah, I can multitask, I actually really, really ask you, can you multitask as well as you maybe think that you can? I would argue that maybe you don't. So, but when we do one thing and we give that one thing our all, we are so much more productive. We really, really work that one thing so much better. So I want you now to go and have a look at a schedule for the week and say, okay, when can I not work my business? Because this is really important. This is really important when we're setting our goals, to really make sure that we plan for the time that we have available to us, that we don't go off on a tangent, that we don't allow ourselves to work these 15, 16, 17-hour days if we don't want to. If you want to, that's great, but not everybody does. Most of us do want that perfect work-life balance, and it's quite hard to come by, but we have to be disciplined and organised with our time. So knowing exactly what time we have available to us is absolutely integral to the running of any kind of successful business. So take that piece of paper and block out on it, in hourly slots, what kind of time can you not actually work on your business? So I'll say that again. What time can you actually not work your business? So think about those things again. Think about the kids. Think about the family. Think about other things like self-care. Do you block out time for that for yourself? Do you block out time to take the dog for a walk? I keep referring to the dog, mainly because my little menace dog does, of course, need some special attention. So, of course, I've got to make sure that I allow that time for him. Same for the kids. They need walking as well. Otherwise, they've got too much energy. So it's just about finding all of those things that we've got, in our lives that need to be done. There is no getting away from it. We have to do them. Maybe we cook, maybe we don't. Maybe we take away people, whatever it might be. But have a look at the week overall, and bit by bit, you'll actually see how much time you've got available. I used to say, when certainly in the network marketing world, was that if you really wanted to build a business that would bring you in, that you hear people talk about it. You hear entrepreneurs talking about it all the time. I want that 5K month. I want that 10K month, and you hear these figures being talked about all the time. But you need to have the time to be able to give it if that is your goal. If it's a monetary goal like that, you have to be able to give it the time. If it's a growth, you want to grow your business, you've got to be able to give it the time. So it doesn't matter whether it's time, whether it's money, whether it's growth, whatever success might mean to you, and it means so many different things to different people. We have to be able to give it that time. So you have to go and work backwards and see exactly what time you have got available to yourself. Now, let's just say you come away from this and you've got 30 hours a week. Well, that's amazing. That's brilliant. You can really sort of split up the activities that you will do for your business in that time. But you might also find, hang on a moment, I've only got 5 hours a week available to myself. Okay, so that means that within that 5 hours a week, and you can build a business, let me tell you, within 5 hours a week, it's how you use that time that is absolutely critical to this. Because the more time that we have, the more time we actually are likely to sort of procrastinate a little bit, or just say, oh, I'm just going to scroll social media for a while, or I'm going to go make myself another cup of tea. But actually, if you have got only 5 hours to work your business because you are striving for that better work-life balance, because you want to actually make your life mean something to you, you've got to go out there and make those 5 hours count. And they have to be the most productive 5 hours that you have ever had. So once you know that, it gives you the drive to be able to go out there and then set about your tasks. And these are things that we will talk about in further episodes. But for now, I just really wanted you to go out there and have a look at your time schedule for the week. Of course, things will change, and I will keep coming back to this because, we can't be regimented all the time. We do have to be flexible, and maybe we need to give ourselves a little bit of overlap. We can't actually work every single hour. When I do my time blocking for the week, I always make sure that there's actually several hours in there that aren't actually accounted for, because things do overrun, or things run late, or things, as we talked about before, don't necessarily always go according to plan. But it's good to have an idea of what you're working with, because if you want to earn that, say, that 10K month, or you want to earn that 20K month, or whatever it is, if you've only got an hour to play with in the week, you're going to be a little bit pushed. It's going to be a little bit hard. So the goals that you have need to really align with the time that you have. It kind of makes sense. It's logical. So I really want you to think about this week. I really want you to think, actually, do my goals align with the time that I've got? Am I working in the correct amount of time that I have available? Because if you've got loads of stuff going on, loads of other things, and again, that is okay, because it is all about the work-life balance. It is all about getting that right, that balance right. Because remember why you started in business in the first place. Remember that. You started so that you could have more time to do the things that you love doing. So when you go ahead and plan your weeks and plan your time and plan your business and plan all your goals, they need to align with that time that you've got, and they kind of need to match, so that you can go out there and know that within that time that you have, you're going to accomplish your goals, because you can achieve anything. I really believe that. I believe that we can achieve anything. We can have the success that we want, but it all needs to slot into place and it all needs to align. So when we do that and we do this little exercise, that gives you the chance to actually really go out there and check if that is going to work for you. So thank you for listening this week. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've got some top tips from that, a few little planning nuggets from me about organising your time and making sure that you plan for the time that you have available. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to bringing you another episode soon. Take care, guys. If you enjoyed this podcast today, why not hit subscribe? Also, we do give away a product each and every single Monday. All you need to do is take a screenshot of either you watching this or listening to this podcast and share it to Instagram stories. Tag us at perfectplanner.company. Everybody that enters each and every single week will get put into a draw, and on Monday we will announce a winner and you can win a product of your choice from our Perfect Planner Company store. Also, if you love Facebook and you want to get even more value from me, do please come and join us in the She Loves to Plan Business Lounge, and you'll find us hanging out over there. Don't forget to hit subscribe and tell all your friends about the She Loves to Plan podcast. You can find us on all of the podcast platforms. Thanks for listening.